in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Broncos offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Broncos decide to punt it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the UCF Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Fires left. Touchdown, UCF! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this.
What a snag by the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll throw it on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Moves around to clear up the vision. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down, now here on 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's Webb. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Knights have it with a 1st and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they got him for the sack. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Connection to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
21, Boise State, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Going up top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's looking to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. He finds his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built it.
And they're able to get him down. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gaines. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Broncos have moved it inside the 20. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On the run, it's Gaines. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
21, Boise State.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit.
All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which is real.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They're trying to get to him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
The Knights are marching down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got his man.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Knights will have it first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big.
Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Boise State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Bulldozes his way through. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for space, it's Webb. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on that defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Bulls his way forward. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. A first down for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Now, 4th down.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And they've been burned twice. They were 0 for 2 on 4th downs, and they finally get the 4th down conversion. Tell you what, I'm going for it on 4th down a lot too. It's apparently a part of their game plan, but I guess it's nice when they finally get a conversion.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Going for 6. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now, and you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Zings it complete to the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Finds his man. It's Gaines.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. But if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? When you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Knights will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down play from the gun. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Offense set on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score Now you got to get the two-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your two-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Listen to this crowd. Absolutely going nuts, trying to will their defense to stop the two. He's not going to get there. Running and trying to tie this game up late, and the defense is able to stop him. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.